Hi bros, Pablo bought Laotie ES18p and he asked me if I can prepare his code before first ride. Of course I said yes. So in today's episode I will show you what you have or what you could make it better in this code before first ride. Of course we will lubricate the suspension. This is first the most important thing which you have to do, otherwise the parts inside will be damaged after a short time and there will be huge play, huge loss. I will add some coolers, so here we got Turbo and Ultimate, because as you know Pablo is quite huge guy and he likes to use his cools on full throttle, so those motors will be pretty hot. That's why I think coolers for him are like must have. I will also add footrest, thanks to it Scoot will be a little bit more stable because you've got better grip. And I will change stock charging ports to my XT30 connectors. Those also I do recommend to change, much safer to use, but especially for Pablo I got this limited gold edition with pirate caps. Check this one out. Also I will add better adapter for the lights, so lights will be not mounted somewhere at the bottom, because where the lights are too low you can see less. Well, no surprise, but thanks to this adapter you can just place the lights as high as you like. So this adapter looks like this. Soon it will be in my eShop. So let's mod this beast. Check this one out, there is only one charger included with this Scoot, which is kind of bad because built-in battery is quite big, 33 amps hour, but input charger is only 2 amps, so if you'd like fully charge this battery it will take over 15 hours. But anyway, I do recommend to buy that kind of one big charger. This one is 5 amps. I got this one for like now around 2 years, it's still working perfect, so this one big charger is better than 2 small chargers. Certificate, nice. First time I see something like this with Laotie Scoot. If you would like to lubricate the suspension, you have to remove all those moving parts. What I love about Laotie is that we've got a bearing on the front. Check this one out, this is a really nice touch, because thanks to it, suspension is working way smoother. And we've got this top fork. This is simple shock, no oil inside, and we can easily extend lifespan of this shock. How to do it? Just add some grease for the bearing on this moving part over here. Place all those stuff together and use cling film to secure this shock. If you will not use any cling film, then some dust or sand can stick to this grease, and after some time there will be huge loss and this shock will not move that smoothly. So let's do it. Simple grease for the bearings. I like Pablo, so I will add a lot. Check this one out, now it's working like some oil one, super smooth. Let's place back the spring and let's use this nut. And be careful, because the nut, as you can see, is flat from one side. Flat side is going on the spring. Pablo is like 130 kilograms heavy, so to make this shock harder, I will rotate this knob like 2 times. I think it will fit Pablo weight. Now it's time for the cling film. I think good enough because I don't see the spring. I am pretty sure someone will ask why I don't use some big heat shrink tube on this shock. Because if you will use heat gun, then this heat shrink tube will be a little bit too hard, so it will break soon. And you need some good cover around this shock to prevent from some dust getting inside. And it's ready to go. Now I do recommend to lubricate all those bolts. Now is going this washer over here, and the thing is that between this big spacer, which is at the bottom, and this shock is huge friction. So even if you will add lots of grease, then it will be still lots of friction. I do recommend to add some nylon washers like this. Actually, I am now out of nylon filaments, so I cannot make it for Pablo. I will have to reopen this swing arm system again. But if you would like, I can make some washers for you. That kind of washer will seriously decrease the friction and the swing arm system will survive even more. Actually, you can find the project in my Thingiverse, check description, there is link, and you can print it by yourself. I checked ABS, PLA, and only nylon can do the job. Other ones will just break pretty fast. Once again, lots of grease around this part. Let's clean it, and front shock is done. Ow. Here we got two coolers, Turbo and Ultimate. As you can see, Ultimate is a little bit bigger because it has this huge fins which increase the airflow. But for the front wheel, I do recommend simple Turbo. It will do the job. It's super easy to install the cooler. We have to remove 3 screws. Let's start with this one. Now place these 3 included screws into the cooler. Place the cooler and tie the screws. Yes, not too much, and we are done. Check this beauty. Now it will be a little bit harder to overheat this motor. You have to say that Turbo looks quite nice. Now we have to do the same for the rear swing arm system, lubricate all those moving parts. And for the rear motor, I do recommend Ultimate Cooler, cause this one heat ups much more. Inside the deck we'll find 34 amps hour battery pack, of course 60 volts. I guess over here we've got 2 times 45 amps controllers, and this time we've got thermal pad on the top, nice. But the best thing which I notice is that we don't have mess in cables. Usually I used to some big mess in all those cheap Chinese scoots, but over here it looks quite nice, isn't it? I cannot say nothing bad. Actually, for me, Laotie is one of the best Chinese brand which is making those cheap, powerful scoots. Well, still $1,300 is not very cheap, but try to find something like this in Europe. You will pay at least 2 or 3 times more. So for me, this one is way cheaper. Now let's change stock charging ports, because those microphone ones are really a bad idea. I'd recommend my XT30 connectors. If you would like to know how to do it, check the description, there's a link to my website when I show it step by step how to do it. But it's quite easy, just unpin those 2 wires which are connected to the battery and to those charging ports. Use key 19 and just unscrew this aluminum screw which is over here. Just check how unsafe is this connector. There is nothing between the pins, so if there will be some mud, water or even some metal peel, you can expect some short circuit, so something could melt inside, because this connector is connected straight to battery. So we've got these 2 wires, black and red. This thing is quite dangerous. Come on, bro, sound of the motors and tires.